Hello and welcome to another teaching tip from Mayo's Consulting Clinic, brought to you by CAFE, the Center for the Advancement of Food Service Education. And CAFE has a website, www.cafemeetingplace.com, where you find all kinds of information about food, recipes, lesson plans, and all aspects of the industry. I encourage you to check it early and often. Today we're going to talk about one of the kinds of things that we like to do in teaching, but some of us aren't so good at it, and this might review a few points or give you new ideas, and that is role-playing. And in role-playing, we got to remember something really important for our teaching, that students will only respect our knowledge and our skills if we show them that we respect their knowledge, their skills, and them as people. Because role-playing is a situation where we really need to plan carefully. We need to plan ahead of time the role that a person plays. We need to plan ahead of time that they get some skill and practice in doing some role-playing so that they really get into the role and we learn a lot from the role. Otherwise, it becomes shallow, it becomes a time for laughter and jokes, and something that's really uncomfortable for people. So the first thing we want to think about is write out carefully what roles people will play, what the situation is. It could be two people in a restaurant. One would be a patron and one would be a waitstaff person. It could be a maitre d' at the door, seating or not seating people. It could be an employee in a kitchen, and it could be a chef as a supervisor. It could be any number of situations. Write it out carefully, think about it, and organize it so that it really helps you teach the lesson or that you want for that class, or to meet the goals that you set for what's happening. The second thing is to give people props. Something like this coat, which would be good for a person coming into a restaurant who wanted a reservation and there were no reservations. So if you give them a coat and you give them a name that is not their current name or the name of anyone else in the class, what happens is people can get into that role and get invested in that role. So if you want someone to be the angry customer, make them Alice Angry, and put her in a coat and put a hat on her or give her something else and let her play that role. The uniform or the props make a big difference. You set the stage, you explain the role to both people, you have them play it, and then you stand out of the situation and watch. Don't interfere, let it go. It may be rough, it may be easy, it may take several times before the students get really into it, but give them the trust that they will get into it. And many of these situations they love to get into, and they learn a lot. And then at the appropriate time, when enough has happened that you can learn from, stop the situation, and then go up to the student and ask her, what was it like to play Alice Angry, and have her take the coat off, and so she gets out of the role and back into the classroom as a student. You do that with the maitre d' as well, and then the class can have a discussion about what they saw in the interaction and what could have been done differently in terms of customer service, in terms of handling complaints, in terms of handling people at the beginning of a dining room. The real goal is for the discussion to lead to more insights and for you to connect that to what they read. It's really important to plan carefully, but to de-role people to get out of their role. Otherwise, they'll continue to play the role during the class and after the class and after the class, and the class will never be able to focus on what they could learn from the situation. Because role play is one of many great tools we have to help students learn something and to feel it and to really get invested in it. That's why it's wonderful. Plan it, de-role it, discuss it, and you'll have a great time. CAFE is delighted to present this to you. I hope you enjoy your teaching. You know you do a great job. We can always do a better job. Have fun.